Hello, good evening, Motivational Monday. How are we all? Do join. So let's do a bit of breathing. In for 4, hold for 4, out for 6. Let's do that again. In for 4, hold for 4, out for 6. One more. In for 4, hold for 4, out for 6. Hello everybody, lovely people all joining. Hello, do come and join. This is going to be fun. And so we've done our breathing. We are blessed. We are in heaven. Open your eyes. This is heaven. This is the best it gets. We don't know what's ahead. We can't change the past. So we are in heaven. Hello. And this evening we're here, as usual, nutrition, emotional eating, exercise advice for weight loss or for toning or shaping, motivation, accountability, all these things that can give us a healthier lifestyle so that we can live longer and happier and healthier and feel confident again and wear our favourite clothes again and get your life back. That's why my program is called Reclaim Your Life. My clients get their life back. So a client said the sweetest thing on Friday. She said, Pippa, of course your plan works. It's the only thing that works. It will always work for everybody. Yours is the only plan that works. And I was like, oh, such a sweetheart. So clients today have lost, a couple have lost 3 kilos in their first week. Somebody last week had lost 11 pounds in their first week, all with healthy eating. They're saying, oh, I can still go out and eat and drink and I'm still, losing weight. This is amazing. Yes, that is my plan. And that is why I think it's unique because it's a lifestyle, not a diet. And we can still have fun, but we're all losing weight. So it works, and I'm loving it and loving all my lovely clients. Thank you for being so supportive and these amazing results. And we're all tickety-boo. So, questions. Now I have a lot of questions for this evening, and so I'm just going to pick 4 of them because otherwise I'll be here all night. So yes, resistance weights. I don't know who did this one. Resistance weights for a semi-beginner. Should it be 2 or 3 kilos? Question 1. Oh, how can I lose weight on holiday but still enjoy myself? Oh, I did a post on this recently, but we can talk about that. I love sugars. I love eating bread and pasta and cakes and biscuits and things. And how can I focus on eating the good stuff when I love these sugars? How can I focus on the right food? And then, what should I focus on the scales? When you look at the scales, this person's asking, what should they be focused on? Should it be the muscle mass? Should it be the skeletal muscle? Should it be? So there's 4 good questions, aren't they? I think those are great. Okay, so we're going to start. Now, before I start, first of all, my sip of tea, excuse me. Love tea, English breakfast tea. And then my lovely new water bottle. I always say to my clients 2 to 3 litres of water a day, because obviously water is 92% of your blood is water. Yeah. 73% of your brain, 73% of your kidney and liver. So we know water is the most important thing. Breathing and water, the most important thing in life, aren't they? So water clears your skin and your hair. Water makes you feel full. Water makes you go to the loo, as in, what are we calling it? Number 2, whatever you want to say. Water gives your energy. Water, if you don't have water, you can become a camel. And a camel's hump is glucose because they're not drinking water, bloating and water retention. So all my clients, their bloating goes within a week, their water retention goes within a week. Drink lots of water. Some of them had cystitis and thrush for 5 years and they start doing lots of water and it never comes back. So, water. Anyway, this is a beautiful new water bottle. It's on my website. Again, it's not mine, so I don't benefit. And love the colour, 2 litres, and this is where I'm at. But this is great because I know now at 6 o'clock this is where I'm at and I know what more I've got to do, and then you can relax. So I would really, don't use the straw. The straw gives you smoker's wrinkles on your, never use the straw, take the straw away. But it's a pretty bottle, it's different colours, but I like minimalist. So I hope that's useful. All right, so let's start with that first question, resistance weights. Now with this one, it's a bit like how long is a piece of string? Yeah, because it completely depends on your ability and it completely depends on what kind of resistance exercise you're doing. Remember I said in the gym, if you lift a weight you can't lift 12 of, then you're doing hypertrophy. Yeah, if you can't do 12, let's say you've got your weight here, and you're struggling, let's say 6 or 7, you're here, yeah, then you know you're doing hypertrophy, not metabolic resistance. Hypertrophy is when we lift a weight that's too heavy to do 12, then we rest a long time. That's what people do in the gym, you rest. And when you're resting, because you've scarred the little muscles with that extra exertion, they seal and heal and you start to bulk. That's what they do in the gym. They want you to bulk your thighs and bulk your arms. That's lovely. Lots of people love to be bulked, but if you don't want to bulk, then the way not to bulk is metabolic resistance, which means when you lift the weight, the 12th one, should be tough. If the 12th one is tough, that's exactly the right weight for you. If you're finding you can do 14, then go up a half, and if you're finding you can only do 8, then go down a half, and just keep going until you find the 12th one is a stress. And obviously you want to then do 2 sets of 12 and 3 sets of 12 when you get better. But 12 is the magic number. So each person is unique, and you might find somebody who doesn't appear very fit as actually doing 4 kilo. But remember, all your muscles are different. Your triceps, God, you could probably do 5. Whereas your lats, you'd be lucky if you can do 3. Every muscle's different. Some of the biceps, you could probably do 6. Yeah. So every muscle's different. So unless you want to go through, and have different weights for each exercise, which professionals do, we just swap weights, then I would say, choose the one that works for you. A complete beginner would be 1.5. Then we're in 2, then we're in 3. 3 is starting to get punchy, 4 is really punchy. So, think where you are, 2, 3, 4, 1.5 is the lowest. All right, so 1's coming. There is a half. So hope that helps, but really 12 is the magic number. Now again, in my program, I spend a lot of time with you doing that because you are unique. Are you an endo, ecto, meso? I analyse your body type, but also I'll work with you on that because we don't want to be doing hypertrophy. I'll check out what size your thighs, what size your arms. If people have got PCOS or things like that, they can have upper body fat. There's all different things I need to check out for each individual. And how much resistance they need to do and when they need to do it. So the point of the one-to-one is that's invaluable. You have to have that information, because if I just give generic information, everybody's different. If you're a 60-year-old man or a 20-year-old girl, I'm going to give you completely different information. So again, that's why you do your one-to-one, so you get my advice tailored for you, for what you need. Whereas obviously here I can only give generic advice, but you really need to be having advice for your personal situation. So question 1. Question 2, how can I enjoy my holiday? And what was it? How can I lose weight when I'm enjoying it? Well, in holidays, I don't think we do lose weight. We say maintain. Don't put on, I don't lose. It's unlikely in a holiday that you'll lose weight unless you follow my plan, and then that's up to you because it depends on each holiday. Every holiday is different. But when I went to Ibiza, I think I lost weight. So you can lose weight, but I wouldn't expect it. But the thing is, remember what I said? I did that post, so I'm not saying anything I haven't said. Think of the Mediterranean diet: lots and lots of fish at lunch and salad, and lots of fish in the evening. Maybe protein in the morning, or and then sporadic fruits. So as long as you're sort of eating healthy Mediterranean style diet, you won't put on, because it's just about the alcohol, isn't it? Because every day you drink alcohol, you can't lose weight for 2 days. So just bear that in mind. This glass of white wine is 200 calories, that's 2 chocolate bars. So 3 glasses of white wine is a Big Mac and chips. And red wine is 300 calories because you get a bigger glass, don't you? So 2 glasses of wine is a Big Mac and chips. So that once a week is 31,000 calories on your belly. So remember what I said about spirits versus wine? Again, talk to me. There's so many ways of getting around this. As I said, I go on holiday, I don't put on weight, but I know all the tricks. Don't you want to learn all the tricks? So Mediterranean diet, let's talk about the booze. Which ones are better? Some are much better than others. When we have it, there are tricks there as well about how some ways you drink alcohol, you don't actually store fat, whereas other ways you do. And it doesn't need to be a problem. And when people say enjoy, what are they meaning? That you're enjoying being on holiday, aren't you? You're enjoying being on a beach. You're enjoying being with who you're with. You're enjoying being in the sun or whatever, or skiing, or you enjoy your holiday because you enjoy your life. If you're looking to food to give you happiness, why don't you go and find enjoyment in life? Using food, heroin, cocaine, ketamine for pleasure. Is an interesting one, but not necessarily the way not necessarily the best route to take if you want to lose weight and to find a lifestyle where you have a lovely life and you're not relying on substances to give you pleasure, but actually, obviously, but to make you happy. Find happiness within yourself. Find happiness within yourself. So I hope that answers that question. Now, sugars. I love sugars. how can I eat the right stuff if I'm so obsessed with sugars? Everybody's a sugar addict. It's the way we're made. Yeah, every cat, dog, mouse, rat, human, we're all sugar addicts. That's because it's a drug, it's dopamine. So it's like saying, oh, when I have heroin, I want more. When you have sugar, you want more, but sugar is the biggest killer in the world, and more people are addicted to sugar than anything else. But the joy with sugar is it's so easy to get off the sugar addiction because you just don't have it for 3 days. It's not in your system. It's not like there's proper addictions. So although sugar addiction is the biggest addiction, it is the easiest to get out of. 3 days. I said that before. I had a client who used to have 5 Coca-Colas a day. Oof, she gave it up. That's 8 teaspoons of sugar per can. She gave it up. Within 2 days, she was saying, first day it was terrible, second day it was terrible. By the 3rd day, she was like, wow, I get it. And by the 4th day, she just never need it again. So I promise you, just go with it. It is the easiest way. Do your stop, take a pause, observe your emotion. I was in the Telegraph, big piece on me in the Telegraph, Sunday Telegraph. I hope you saw that in the supplement. Stop, take a pause, observe your emotion, have a plan. Do you want jelly deal? If you don't want jelly deal, then are you actually hungry? A lot of people, it's Brussels sprouts. Do you want Brussels sprouts? If you don't want Brussels sprouts, then you're not genuinely hungry. And a lot of people, it's rice pudding. So, think about that. Then we did our RAIN. With my clients, I do cognitive behavioural therapy, which gets them off the sugar. I do neuralistic programming, which gets them off the sugar. Once we're off the sugar, then I motivate them each week. We're seeing incredible results, and it's just so incredible. All my clients today are all quite new, actually. I mean, each day, I've got some who have been here 3 years and some who are just starting. A lot of them this week were on week 2, week 3. I must have another big influx. And week 2, week 3, and they were just saying, this is great. I didn't miss anything. I'm not craving sugars. I'm not craving puddings. I'm not, and so once we get the food right, so you're eating at the right time, and the right food, and you're feeling really full with all the right stuff, then those cravings go, I promise you, because those cravings are just because you're a sugar addict, whereas once we get you off the sugar because you don't need it anymore because you're so full on everything else, it doesn't control you anymore. So I promise you, it's very, very easy to get off the sugar, but you do need to talk to a nutritionist to get the proper help, cognitive behavioural therapy and neuralistic programming. Okay, so, and what should I focus on? The scales. Let's set the bonus one out. How can I lose weight on a holiday? Yep, no. What should I focus on? The scales. Again, not a question I can answer generically, I'm afraid, because everyone's different. That's the whole point. So if you're looking at the scales, everyone's unique. So if you do my online course, very cheap. You do the online course, which is 10 modules. You can do it over 10 weeks, 10 hours. It's 10 videos, lots of PDFs, lots of stuff, very good value. And on that, I actually analyse your scale for you. So people send it through. It might be your subcutaneous fat. Then I write back with a suggestion. It might be your visceral fat. Then I write back with a suggestion. It might be your muscle mass. It might be your skeletal muscle. Now, if somebody says, so which should I focus on? It depends on you. Yeah, I've got clients that start with me and their muscle mass is sort of, 20 kilos over what would be the scientific guideline. So that's a very different conversation from someone who has too low muscle mass. Some of my clients have very low skeletal muscle. Very few have high skeletal muscle when they start with me. They have very low skeletal muscle. That's your muscles. So again, I spend a lot of time explaining how you get the skeletal muscle up. And what you do with form of exercise and food and everything else, and we get the skeletal muscle up, so your metabolism improves, so you burn more calories, so you can eat more. A lot of people, it's their subcutaneous fat. But again, that's not everybody. Some people, it might be their visceral fat. So if the subcutaneous fat, again, I come up with a solution, come up with a plan. Subcutaneous fat's the fat you can pinch, the external fat. So, I come up with a private program for you based on your results. For you. You don't want a generic one because you're not the same. As I said, if I've got a 6-year-old man and a 20-year-old girl, you wouldn't have the same plan. Everybody's unique. And that's the point of one-to-ones, because then I can actually analyse it and give you everything you need to know. So it might be visceral fat and muscle mass, or it might be subcutaneous fat and muscle mass, or very low skeletal, very high subcutaneous fat. Again, it depends on you. So I have to analyse it. And again, I do that obviously every single Zoom with my private clients and with my online course. I analyse it as well. So that's what you want to do. You want to get your scale results and you want me to look at them and you want me to analyse them, and then I can tell you exactly what you need to do. But until I see that, I can't help. So reach out. So I hope we're all in holiday mood. Yeah, holidays. Summer's coming, summer's coming. I'm actually quite warm. I'm just going to open the door. I didn't realise it was still so warm. I thought it was gone chilly with all that dreadful weather. Here we go. Just going to get some air. I've got my fan down here. There we go, there we go, there we go. So now, fat freezing. Again, a lot of people are asking about that. That is the one where you can target fat. You can choose fat areas and spot those areas. Actually choose those areas that you can't get rid of and blitz them. I'm doing a lot of clients at the moment, very long programs, a lot of emotional eating issues. So we spend a lot of time discussing, well, often discussing from childhood, you know, where these issues come from. Yeah, a lot of people use food for reasons when they're younger, and that's why we do cognitive behavioural therapy and neuralistic programming, to really change the relationship with food, change the food patterns. And then I actually suggest some really big changes, because if you are never going to change. We never change. Humans never change. You're the same person that you were in 2021, 2022, yeah, 2023, 2016, 2017. We're always the same person. So how are we actually going to make a big difference? How are we actually this time going to crack it? Yeah, how are we going to get that weight off and keep it off forever? You actually literally do need to make some big changes, you know, and we will look at those. All things you can do in your life, but we actually, you know, so for example, if you're, you know, I don't know, classic thing, if you're always sitting in front of the sofa eating, then we might actually say, you know, maybe it's time to separate night from day. Yeah, they're not sort of that big, but they are changes that you need to make, because this time with me, you are going to lose the weight and you are going to lose it forever. There's no issue of it going back on again, because obviously if you spend that time with me and we do our one-to-ones and we go through all the cognitive behavioural therapy and neuralistic programming, you're going to get the results. There's no problem. Okay, so hope that's been helpful. I know it's very, very short, but I'm getting extremely hot here. I haven't got my fan, which I normally do. So amazing all of you joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for my questions. Oh, I know it's because I'm having my tea. I'll have a sip of my water. And now it's summer, so I won't be doing Q&As. For the next 2 weeks. But then I'll be back, yeah? So prepare your questions. I've even got some questions left from today. Prepare your questions and then let's discuss it, and let's talk about everything we can talk about, and let's have a real push when we get back. Let's do a September, October, November real push so that we're ready for those parties, November, December. We can wear those party dresses. But it is all about health. It's not about vanity. It is all about health. If you, what did the clients say today that I asked? They feel more confident, they feel sexier, they're going to do better in their job, they've got more energy, they're looking forward to playing with their grandchildren, they get their control back, they get their life back. Different ones, yeah, interesting comments. Some are, yes, but definitely confidence, definitely get back into your favourite clothes, that's the top one. Yeah, and you know, stronger. A lot of people say they'll feel stronger and more, definitely will feel more energized. Everybody sleeps better, everybody has less bloating. Yeah, so reach out, get in touch, let's get this done. Let's finally get this done, sorted. Let's get you to where you want to get to. Let's have a real push, September, October, November. So by December, you're tickety-boo and ready to be wearing all your favourite clothes again that might be sitting in your cupboard right now that you're not wearing. So I hope that's helpful. Lovely to see you. This will go on my live and then it will go onto my YouTube channel. So have a lovely, lovely summer, everybody. Thank you. Lots of you are still joining. Keep joining, keep joining. Lots of you are still joining. Keep asking questions. Lots of love. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for supporting me. And I really look forward to seeing you in 3 weeks' time. So that's the second week of August or something. And let's talk about everything important for happiness, health, confidence, reclaim your life. Lots of love. Thanks for joining me. See you soon.